I'm down in Marietta. I'm going in this antique mall of Marietta, this big store, and then we're going to go to the flea market up on the hill later. But I'll get back in here. I had to come here to get Riker mounts for marbles. Later. Some cool, look at all the beer tabs. But look at this. Officer's pistol, German officer's pistol in the original. That's pretty cool.
I like to find my own, really, but. Oh, really?
Look at that.
It's been a while.
There's some cool stuff in here. Look at that General Douglas MacArthur 10-cent life story. Portrait by Earl Christie. But look up here. Look at this picture with an Indian on it. That's pretty nice. Look at that Indian there. Says something reunion on it. 1970 Snoopy's monogram. That's kind of cool too for a Peanuts collector. I like all that kind of stuff. These figurines are kind of cool. That's like the hobbits from Lord of the Rings figures, see them there? Huh. There's some marbles too. Bag of champion agate marbles. These look pretty nice. Huh. Might have to take a look at them. Might have to get them. They look pretty nice. I'll say later. It's crazy how much General MacArthur stuff. There's a General MacArthur mug. I ain't never seen that before. And they got some cool stoneware. Look at these old stoneware pieces up there, and then look at this jug. That's kind of a cool piece. I'd say that's from like a foreign country, but that might not be. It's got a seal on it. I just can't see it. That's pretty neat. Later. I've never seen this either. Fiji bitter beer, and it's even Fiji beer up there. That's only $9. Look, Fiji beer. That's probably a pretty good price on that with the label. Alright, I'll get back. There's one of these Vaseline grapefruit juicers. I found one of these busted. That one's just flawless condition. 29 bucks. That's pretty nice. Maybe someday I'll dig a hole one in the dump. I think I found two up to this date, up to this time. There's them nice marbles back here. Every one of them are killers. Saturated magnesia bottle, $6.75. That's a pretty nice one. It's got that medical sign on it. That's kind of a cool one. It's got the wire on it too. That's a pretty good price on that. It's a common bottle though. I'm looking around. I'll film the interesting stuff, and then we're going to a flea market next. They're out of Riker mounts. Look at that cast iron squirrel. Nutcracker. Look at that, 29 bucks. That's modern though, but it's still cool. See, it's a nutcracker. Might be from like the 70s or something, but Marietta, Ohio. Wagner Marietta can. 50 bucks. Lord. You see it there? That's kind of cool. That's a nice hand-painted goose decoy, 189 bucks. That's nice, but that's modern era. I can tell by looking at it. Here's some of this glassware for you ladies. Fenton hobnail yellow topaz water set. I think it's $899. That's a lot, but that must be a good set. I don't know nothing about that. That's kind of crazy. $350 for that. That's probably Fenton. Now look at that set. $3.50 on that one. I'd say all that's Fenton, and that's Vaseline glass. Fenton Historical Collection. Look at that big fruit dish. That'd glow under a black light. They got the black light back there. That's uranium glass. Look at all this Fenton. I'll kind of go over it for you ladies that like this stuff. I know a lot of you have been asking to see some of this. This is kind of higher end Fenton. That dog's nice. Great Dane. 1976 Jim Beam bottle. That's cool. I've never seen that. That looks vintage. It's paper mache, but it looks vintage. That's a nice piece. $60. It has to be vintage. And that's vintage too. That's an old vintage pumpkin. For Halloween, they got the Halloween stuff in here. Huh. Alright, I'll get back at you on the cool stuff. Yeah, that's a pretty nice glove. Higgins. There you go. That's an old glove. It's $50. If it was any cheaper than that, I'd buy it for resale. This stuff always sells good. Early 1950s baseball glove, Preacher Row model. That's pretty nice shape too. It's worth $50. That's for sure. Little lantern. Vintage B&O Railroad lantern, $135. That's pretty got a nice look to it. Man, look at this little cabinet. I was looking at that other stuff and didn't even see this. Man, this is nice. Huh, I bet you this is $200. $300. 100 drawer index file cabinet, $299. That's pretty nice. I would have guessed it was $200. Wasn't too far off. Look at that. I kind of like that. That's a real old print in that. Rover and Friends. It's got a nice look to it. Old bottle. I don't know what that is. It's not that old. Don't see nothing else. Later. Look at this ashtray. That's a crazy ashtray. Cards on it, an old steamship, and it's marked. It's only $5. Holland mold. Huh. That's kind of actually cool. I don't smoke or nothing, but I bet you could resell that on eBay for more than that. Look at this very old, very rare brass / cast iron step-on ashtray. And it looks to be like a turtle. Huh. That's pretty crazy looking. $399, that's a lot. There's some more Fenton. Alright, I wanted to show you that ashtray. Look at that. You don't see this too often. I don't see these ever anymore. $50 for this erector set. You don't see them with these. Huh. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Haven't seen one of them for a long time. And look here. Here's an old pair of roller skates, and look at this. I like stuff like this. Look at this old airplane model. True Flight. How much that is? $18. This place usually has some pretty cool stuff. That's an old milk. But blank slug plate. Alright, I wanted to show you that. Later. Alright, I haven't seen these for a long time. There's the big G.I. Joes. I had these when I was a kid. Those are the G.I. Joes I played with. I was that old. There's another one. $37.50 and $42.50. You see, these had clothes. They had foot lockers and shoes come off, and they had all these weapons. They were awesome. Real hair on them, like fuzzy hair. But look up here. See, there's a vintage Halloween clicker. And right there's a plastic Halloween candle holder. $32.50. So that's why I was excited when I found that, there's a Williams cleaner. There's some Civil War stuff in here. All that Civil War. You can see it there. There's some cartridge bullets. Architecture building blocks, man, that's old. Got some comics. This guy always usually has stuff that brings back memories to me. This dealer here, I always come back here and look around. Looks like some Bakelite jewelry there. Alright, I'll get back to you. These marbles here are $27.50, and they're probably the best older ones in the store. There's a lot of Vetros in there, but to see the shooters back in there, and they all look pretty nice condition. There's some common ones, but there's some nice ones. And I'll show you this place's card. These would be a decent set to buy. There's a nice red one. Red swirl right back here at the back. It's real pretty. I don't know. A little much for me. I see a Phantom Conqueror there, several. These are all vintage marbles. There's a couple Benningtons in there. There's a blue Bennington over there, clay glazed. Couple nice two-color cat eyes. I'd pay $20 for them, but that ain't a bad price. See, there's a Hubley cowboy pistol, 1940s. Look how nice a condition that is. Right there, $47.50. That's killer. That is killer, folks. That's real killer. Honestly, I should buy that. Look at the double-decker bus and all the other cars. Alright, I'll get back. I might buy that Hubley later. This old toy here is cool. It says Auburn Rubber Battleship. It's only $8. It's got wheels on it. That's an old toy. I like all these old toys. Central Union cut plug. Thought I'd show you that later. Well, here's some of these J-Bo marbles, and you can see these are modern marbles, but they're not making these anymore. And these are awesome ones. J-Bo Pee-wees, $15. And look at these. These are the Foxfires. Look at how beautiful these are. These are just sick. I might buy both of these. And I'll give some of these away. These are collectible. Look how beautiful those marbles are. They're just as good as it gets. And, they're contemporary, but I like these. And they're worth, they're worth buying to give away. And I didn't even see these. There's a nice Hamilton and Jones. $3.25. And they're firm on that. You're not going to get no deal on that. That's somebody will come through and buy that. That's a beautiful crock. Nice, solid faceplate lettering. No damage to it whatsoever. And here's a nice one too. Greensboro, PA. That one's $2.50. It seems flawless too. I don't think there's any damage on that, but I like that bigger one. That's beautiful. But I'll get some of these marbles. Do a giveaway on them later. Look at this old gun candy container. That's a cool one. That's very cool. $18. And see, here's more of these marbles over here. There's like blue ones, J-Bo Pee-wees. Look how beautiful some of these are. I like that big thing of them. Alright, later. This place usually has, there's an old heading box, $5. But look at some of the old reels and stuff. And then look at this Salter's number 50 scale. It's got a big brass plate on it. That's a pretty cool thing. Later. Now talk about awesome idea. Look at this. And this is only $39.95. Marble lamp. Look at the Jabo marbles in this with some Jabo collet. Holy crap, that's nice. And an old ball perfect mason. And look at this one. I like that one better. I think I'm gonna have to buy this one for my house, but I'm gonna leave this one here. If you want to call, that is pretty awesome. That's pretty cool. So I can't give this away, it's too heavy, and it'll bust in the mail. I'm not gonna go through all the packing to give one of these away. I'll give away that jar of those J-Bays. I'm gonna buy the $20 one, and you get the whole jar in this. So all you have to do is comment on the video for a chance to win. But look here, there's Vaseline glass shoes, $18. There's some cool stuff in here. Later. I'm not sure what that is, but that's an odd mount. Let's see if you can read that. I don't know, but that's a weird looking mount. Huh. Later. I like to show bottles and stuff because I dig them on my channel. I've never seen this. That's Athens, Ohio. $15.75. Looks like Lorman's dairy products and ice creams. Athens, that's nice. A nice ACL. Try a dish of Loman's ice cream. Huh, very cool. Later, good price on that, $6.75. It's an old paper label rum bottle. Puerto Rico, that's got a nice look to it. Very nice look. Later, you know, that's one heck of an old cast iron toy there. That fire engine. It's $75. That's worth it there. That's awesome. You know, this old metal cannon's cool. $95. It's pretty cool. By the looks of the bolts on it, it's not, you know, this isn't 200 years old or nothing. I can tell by the, I don't know how old it, I'd say it's 40s at newest. That's kind of cool. Looks like a cannonball, but I think it says leg chain ball. Don't know nothing about that. Alright. That's nothing good. There's another one of these advertising mirrors right there. It's like celluloid, but that might be a reproduction. Coke mirror, $6. It can't be old if it's $6. Later. Alright, this is where I was at. You can pause that and get the number. They do ship some stuff. Later. There's some old cap guns here too. They're nice. Look at these metal ones here. $20 each. Hubleys. I found them ones in the dump. Them are pristine. Little Derringers. These are cap guns too. These are probably 70s. But while I turned this on, see that 58 tops Brooks Robertson back there? Man, that's a sharp looking card. It's perfectly centered. It's real sharp condition. Wow. That's the nicest vintage sports card I've seen in going of that era that I've seen for a while. It's $100, but that's worth that. Brooks Robinson was a great player. Great. I should honestly make an offer on that. That's a good card. The condition is what matters. Man, that's nice. It's got sharp corners. Nice coloring. And look at the centering on it. That's a good card. Later. This is just a department store sized antique flea market. Like, there's booths with sports cards, video games, antiques, about anything you want. It's Friday today. The best days to come is on Saturday. See, some of these places are closed. The dealers aren't here. Let's see, just tons of stuff. Some of it's, you know, contemporary, but some of the booths are real great, and they have all old stuff, and I usually find something to buy in here if I look around long enough that I want. There's some cool stuff. Look, it's old hubcaps and stuff. Alright, I'll get back when I see something cool later. I haven't seen much of this kind of stuff either. That's Buck Rogers right there. I used to love that show. These figures are vintage. That's vintage. That's vintage. That's Empire Strikes Back, Han Solo. There's, of course, Stormtroopers.
Oh, come on back.
You know, that's a pretty good toy gun there. It's Mark's G-Man clicking toy gun, 55 bucks. That's pretty cool. That's a nice one. It's not common. This guy has a bunch of good stuff. Alright, I'll get back if I see anything else I like. I'll have to be limited on what I film because there's so much stuff here. Later. That's a nice old set of tarot cards there. See the maker. These are pretty good. Later. See them back here. Hodgepodge Haven. I think that's on Facebook. This woman has tons of cool stuff. Look at this old wood figure. And how much would you think that is? It's hand carved. That's an odd one. $6. All the stuff here is just like, it'd be the best place to buy little gifts. You can see there's just everything. All kinds of smalls. Just, you could look through them all day. You see all the way over in there. Just tons of stuff. Hodgepodge Haven. I think it's on. I bought a big wood figure off this woman to give away in one of my giveaways. See, look. Tons of stuff. Later. Alright, I got a big thing of these J-Bow marbles, these Foxfires. They're not making these anymore. Look at how beautiful these marbles are. On eye appeal, they're some of the nicest marbles ever made. Quite honestly. Look at them. And you get all of those too. A whole jar full. I got them for $20. All you have to do is comment on this video. And you can subscribe if you want, but you may as well. And hit the notification bell. Look, Foxfire 2. That's the run. These are made in Newport, like at J-Bow. Look at them. I took a few out for myself, but I'm giving you 90% of them. Look at some of these swirls. They're beautiful. I do a lot of giveaways, so if you hit the notification bell, you'll know when I list videos. I dig marbles too. That's why I'm giving these away. That's why I bought them. Look at them ones right there. Wow. Look at that pink swirl right there with the green. Alright, comment. You have a chance to win these. Well, here's all I got for myself. I got one of them marble lamps. It's in the Ball Mason. It's got cullet chunks in it from the J-Bow factory and all these beautiful marbles. Look at them. Look at all the cullet chunks. That's a cool lamp, that's for sure. Especially for $39.99 is what I paid. Later.